This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to find his man on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Second down coming up. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change.
Got a lot of running room. The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for a man. It's York. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's Brooks. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. We're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation, picking up first.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll give it to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
It's a draw. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Might as well stick with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the left side. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? To the ground to try to move the chains. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Open space at the 25. Broad. Outside the red zone, he moves the chains. It's at the 22. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the quarterback takes a knee. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's no good. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W.